action.
All right, so what are we making? We are making monkey bread. Something that my wife truly loves. She's a monkey bread fanatic. Every time I go visit her dad in Washington State, let me emphasize that. One of the things he always does is make monkey bread. So one of the recipes that we're going to try, again, this comes from Facebook. It comes from melissasouthernstyletitchen.com. What is involved in this recipe? We got brown sugar, some biscuits, powdered sugar. It calls for vanilla extract. I use imitation vanilla flavor because it's one, a hell of a lot cheaper, and it seems to work really well for every recipe that I've ever done. We got sweet cream butter, unsalted, cinnamon, and whipping cream if I haven't already said that. So one of the things that this recipe does state is you can use pumpkin spice or extra cinnamon. My wife, even though she is who she is and she's as vanilla as they come, she does not like pumpkin spice things, so I am leaving it out today. However, if it was just me, I would totally go pumpkin spice up in here. So anyways, that's what we're doing. We'll get this thing going and we'll go from there. All right, so first thing that we got to do while we're making all our foods, we got to get the oven preheating. According to the recipe, we're going to preheat the oven to 375. All right. Step number 2, we have to butter our skillet. I'll show you struggling with the butter.
I'm showing you. Oh. Oh, and whale.
All right, so next thing we're going to do is open up the biscuits. Also my wife's favorite part. If you don't know, I'm kidding. It really scares the shit out of her sometimes. Ooh.
Got you.
That time it might have got me a little bit. So we'll open the first one. And we'll start working on the second one. Ah, good biscuits. Alright. We're just gonna set those there. How should I cut these? I'm just gonna turn them. So, take the biscuit, put them into quarters, each layer. Then you take the biscuit, roll it into balls.
Show me the biscuit ball.
Boom. Take the half, split it, roll it, throw it in there. So we got our dough balls all rolled up, ready to go. The recipe next says, melt the butter, dip in melted butter, and then go ahead and sugarcoat it. We're gonna go ahead and get the sugar, cinnamon, all that stuff mixed, ready to go. So that way we can just dip, throw it in there, get it ready, boom. So if I can get the sugar out, go ahead and start getting our sugary mixture put together. Throw out our little measuring spoon for the coffee. So half a cup of sugar, according to the recipe. I'm gonna make a mess, of course, because why would I not? Because I decided to do this the most complicated way imaginable. Atypical cooking. Okay, half a cup of sugar, half a cup light brown sugar, and then I'm gonna go with 1 tablespoonful of ground cinnamon.
Straight over the bag. Who cares if you spill something?
Perfect. Close enough. I thought that powdered sugar in there? Probably not.
No.
Nope. Okay.
Wait, go ahead.
Let's seal this bag up a little bit so I don't make any more of a mess. Poof. Magic dragon.
Puff.
It's poof. Okay.
Copyright infringement?
Exactly.
Doesn't puff make more sense for your name?
The magic strong eats a lot of food.
Chicken and rice.
Huh?
Chicken and rice.
Chicken rice. Yeah, there's a little bit of chicken rice in there sometimes. Next time we do this, if we ever do this again, depending on what this turns out, we'll just add it all in a bowl, mix it, and then pour it into the bag. This is stupid. I'm just saying. This is a bad idea all the way around. Okay. Now we're gonna get our half a cup of melted butter. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. Butter's melted, so we're ready to start cutting our little dough balls. First, coat in the butter, throw them in here. And the recipe recommends that you do a couple of these at a time, and then go ahead and put them in the skillet next to each other. And it recommends doing it with all of them, so. Again, probably be done in a bowl. I don't think you necessarily need a bag for this part. I think everything here can be done in a bowl. Smother it around. Actually, I might just do that.
Reshake it.
Shake it.
Much better. Less disappointed.
Are you okay if we just do this in a bowl?
I don't care.
I think it's gonna be a lot faster that way. Okay, we got our dough ready. It's all in here. So we did run into a problem halfway through putting all the dough inside the skillet covered in sugar. We didn't have enough butter, so maybe instead of doing a half cup, maybe do like a 3/4 cup of melted butter to go from there. We got a little bit of our sugar, cinnamon sugar seasoning left. The recipe recommends that you sprinkle it on top. So that is exactly what we're going to do. Once we get done with that, it's time to put in the oven. So the recipe says put it in there for 30 minutes, check it, and then for the remaining 20 minutes to prevent over browning, cover it in aluminum foil until done. And then after that, we're gonna come back and we're gonna make some special little sauce to dribble over it, excuse me.
Drizzle?
Or drizzle, dribble, drizzle, dribble, drizzle.
Drizzle.
Dribble, drizzle.
Drizzle.
I don't know. So we're gonna drizzle sauce over this bad boy, and then we'll see how it tastes. All right, so 30 minutes in, our dough is sizzling. To prevent over browning, we're gonna put the aluminum foil over it, cook it for an additional 20 minutes. It's about 5 minutes from being done, something along those lines. Then we'll go ahead and start making a little sauce to go with it. So far it looks good, it smells good. Pretty happy with it. It's pretty cool. All right, so now it comes to the drizzle. So for this, we need 1/4 cup heavy cream, 1/2 cup powdered sugar, and a teaspoon of pure vanilla. I need liquid measuring cup. Back with the liquid measuring cup. So we've got a 1/4 cup here of heavy whipping cream. And we can make, since we got some heavy whipping cream, maybe we can make ice cream with Elliot with the little frozen ice cream thing we got.
Yeah, that'll work.
Cup powdered sugar. And part of the recipe says also that if it needs to be thinner, you can add more heavy whipping cream. And a teaspoon of vanilla.
Don't you know you measure vanilla with your heart?
No, you don't measure vanilla with your heart. Although it reminds me of that meme of the person who had that bowl of vanilla that he stuck in the oven and he put too much. What do you say? Smell like a Pillsbury puddle or something like that. That's so classic. So we got about 3 minutes left, and comes out, we'll pour it out and drizzle on monkey bread and try it out. That's hot. Oh, buddy. Looks good. Smells amazing. All right, let's drizzle it. They said drizzle it hot, so we're gonna do what it says. Whew. Yeah, that bad boy sizzle. Looks good. All right, ready?
Yeah.
Oh, I heard filming. Okay. All right, see how this goes. Ooh, that one's still a little hot. I'll try this one. That's good. I think it takes a little long to make. I think that part could be sped up a little bit. I think you had some good ideas with just rolling it, like putting the butter in a bowl as well. Boil them all in the butter. Throw them in the sugar. Made that process a whole lot smoother, but it's a win. It's good. I like it. It's better than your dad's. No offense.
I'll be offense.
It will be offense. Well, you both can get over it. So eat it. But yeah.
My dad doesn't take it.
Definitely recommended. It's a good piece of monkey bread. And who doesn't like cooking in a cast iron skillet? Definitely recommend this recipe. It's really good. Overall easy to make, a little time consuming. It's a lot longer than what the lady said, but there's some shortcuts you can make to make it quicker. But as always, comment, share, subscribe, suggest recipes if you're into that kind of thing, whatever it might be. And y'all have a good night.